Okay, this is NewHampshireTrackandField.com, powered by Runners Alley. We're here with Winnicott Jack Taylor and Colin Donnelly. They have been gracious enough to be our first, what looks like to be many, many interviews celebrating seniors this spring track season, which might not necessarily be a season, which is precisely why we're deciding as a staff to feature seniors from schools from around the state. Currently, we have over 100 names that we're going to try to cover in the next 45 to 50 days. And thank you so much to Colin and Jack for joining us today. You are the guinea pigs of the class of 2020, but you deserve a lot of sort of just desserts because you've worked so hard and we've been loving chronicling your high school scholastic prep career, if you will. So first off, welcome to the very first interview of 2020.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, nice to be here.
All right, so every senior has been sent sort of a series of questions. If you've been following the site, it follows the featured athlete questionnaire a bit with some changes, obviously. And we're going to start right off with what's on everybody's mind, kind of describing how you're handling the COVID-19 related situations, from remote learning to training in isolation. Just kind of give us what you've been doing. And why don't we just, for order's sake, start with Jack.
All right. So as far as the remote learning goes, I think that the online school has been kind of a big transition, but it hasn't been too bad because I feel like our school has done a good job of giving us enough kind of leeway to figure things out. And then training wise, I've just been kind of going as usual. And I'm assuming that we'll have a spring track season, even if, it doesn't happen. I just think that'll be the best for my training, and I enjoy running. It helps get me outside. So.
Yeah, I agree with Jack on that. Like, it's kind of business as usual training wise. Like, our coach is giving us workouts and he's doing a pretty good job. Coach Saltmarsh is very organized, so he's got like a whole website, like podcasts, the works. But I think the hardest thing training wise is like strength training and like lifting. Like, I kind of miss going to like the gym, like whether it be like Planet Fitness with my friend Matt on the team or like just like the school gym. But we're improvising, doing some at-home workouts and stuff. But I do agree, our school's done a pretty good job with the online school. It was definitely like there was an adjustment period, but I think all the teachers and like administration are like have really figured it out.
Cool. So if I'm getting you guys right, you guys are still training like the season might be beginning May 4th, and right now we're sitting on April 11th, which the first round of meets would have this week. But I'm sure you guys are kind of mimicking what you would have been doing. I mean, obviously, as 4-year seniors, do you see a lot of similarities with the training that's being prescribed?
I'd say so. I think that there's like we're still doing like 2 workouts a week, usually like Tuesday, Thursday kind of workout. Like one's like a speed workout, and then we've had like a hill workout. He's kind of mixed it up a little bit. I'm happy because I like that we're doing some like long runs on the weekends. Like, we have Saturday long runs, so that's always like kind of a nice thing during the week because it's like you get to be outside and like I get to try like new routes and stuff. Like, I haven't gone on my run today yet, but it's like an hour and a half run and I'm excited.
Yeah, our mileage has actually gone up from what it was last spring track. And I think that's nice because I haven't really been out of the house other than for the runs, obviously. So it's kind of nice to be able to go outside for an extended period of time.
Yeah, and it's within all the guidelines that are given to us by our government. So might as well get out there. Not much else to do besides school and run. So let's focus on you guys. When did you start competing in track and field? Colin, let's start with you.
Well, I started out in 6th grade, I guess you could say, with cross country. Like, I was like every other like elementary school kid, and you just do like your local like rec, like basketball and soccer. But I don't think that was like those were my sports necessarily. So I'm like, my mom, like, she's had a history of running, like, so I tried cross country. It was fun. And track, I tried to be a sprinter. Like, I was like, I don't know, 100 meter was like the cool event, so I was like tried that out.
Everybody does.
Yeah, so I think it was really 8th grade when I started to do like distance and track, like 800, 1600. So, but yeah, I was dabbling in the running in middle school.
Cool. Jack?
Yeah, I also started in sixth grade with the intention of becoming a hurdler, but I wasn't very good at the hurdles, and I didn't start taking track seriously. I'd say until like eighth grade when I joined the cross country team, and most of my friends were on the cross country team, so I thought it would be fun. And yeah, I've stuck with it ever since. I love it.
Cool. Cool. So now you guys are both 4-year seniors. What is your favorite track and field event? You can only pick one. Jack, start us off.
All right. I think my favorite track and field event probably is the 800, just because I think it's a good balance of speed and endurance. And I like the strategy that goes into the race too. You can really make or break your entire race based on when you make your one move.
Cool. Colin.
I'm really like a 2 miler, but I don't know if I want to say it's like it's definitely a force doing, especially in indoor, doing like a 3K, like so many laps around the track. But I honestly just think the mile is just such a cool race to like watch and run. Like I wish I've been able to focus on it more and like, but I'm always like by the end of the season, I'm like, all right, I just have to like buckle down on my like 3200 time, like focus
Cool.
on that. But it's
Cool.
just cool that it's like that third lap is just such an important part of the race, and like it's a very like it's one of the hardest races in track, I feel like.
Definitely. So, okay, favorite track events. What about your favorite competition memory from high school? Colin, start with you this time.
I think that the 4x8 at MOC's last year was definitely like one of the most like exciting moments of my track career, because like we qualified for nationals emerging elite, and that was really exciting because all of us also had our own individual events, and we're like, okay, we're actually going to just put it on the line for this relay today, and we did it, and then nationals was just so much fun. So
Cool. Jack, same question.
Yeah, I have the same answer. The 4x8 was at MOC's was my favorite race, but I also love the 4x4 at the end of every single meet because it's just you have so many kids watching that event since they're all done with their individual events, and so like I feel like there's a lot of energy in the stands whenever the 4x4 it comes time for that.
4x4 is just a cool event, always exciting.
Everybody's right on you. That's awesome. Okay, so favorite competition memory, right to if you could do any other event in track and field, which one would it be and why? Jack, we're alternating, so it's your turn to go first.
Hmm. I think if I could do any other event in track and be really good at it, maybe I'd have to throw it back to the hurdles, like in sixth grade. I mean, maybe I have to fulfill Billy Powers' shoes and be the great winner hurdler.
Nice, nice. Colin, what about you, buddy?
I don't know. I feel like just we had kind of like a pole vault squad last year, and it
Oh
just like
no.
no, it seems so cool. Like Mondo with like his record, just I watched that and it just seems so cool. Like as like a field event, I just feel like there's like they all go to like Patriot. I don't even know what it is. Like they go down somewhere and like all practice together, and it'd be
Yeah.
kind of cool just to like be good at that. It'd be kind of fun.
I hear you, Colin. I think I'm in the same boat with that one. All right, what about your favorite, describing your favorite workout? Colin, you're up.
I think in track, my favorite workout that we do is like so our track, like most tracks, like around the football field, so there are bleachers right by it, but we also have a like hill right by our track. So our coach does like kind of like a circuit with the bleachers, the track, like 400s, and then hills. And I feel like that's like it kind of takes everything into like one workout, and it's just kind of fun because it's like everyone it's just rolling pretty much, and it's just everyone's trying to like stick together the best they can. It's just
Cool.
interesting to see how it plays out.
Cool. Jack.
I'm a big fan of interval workouts, so I'd say my favorite workout is we do pretty much every spring. It's 8 by 400 at like 63 to 64 seconds, but it kind of depends on whatever level the runner's at, like what pace they go. That's what Colin and I do, and I think that's my favorite workout. It's kind of satisfying to um, to hit the intervals.
Cool. How much rest do you have on those 400-meter workouts?
How much what?
How much rest?
Oh, it kind of depends. Usually we do like 2 sets of four, and we'll do a jogging recovery equal to the 400 meter, and then in between the 2 sets we'll have like a 3-minute break.
Cool. Cool. All right. Both of you have mentioned your coaches at some point in time. How does your coach motivate you? Yeah.
I think Coach Saltmarsh and Ozzy, I think both of them do a great job of like kind of educating the team and telling everyone why their training is important and why it matters that we are honest with ourselves with our training, and also what the purpose of each workout is. And I think when all of us know what the purpose of like a 400-meter workout is, then I think everyone's motivated to give it their best effort and improve.
Okay, Colin.
Yeah, I'd say in spring, Saltmarsh, he's the big IT guy at our school. So, sometimes he'd like reach out to our like warrior block teacher, which is kind of like, I don't know if other schools have like advisory kind of blocks. Like they call our teacher, like he calls us to his office, nice office with a view, pretty nice. And we just kind of talk about everything, talk about upcoming races, workouts, like anything on our mind. And then also with Aussie, like sometimes he's an official in the spring. So at like the big meets, he's there and he's, unbiased official, right? But like I know he's watching us, just his presence is motivating.
Nice. Nice. All right. Take away from kind of get away from the coach standpoint, but what motivates you as people to do well in track and field? What is your chief motivator, Colin?
I feel like I honestly just want to always improve. Like I feel like it's hard for me to be satisfied after a race. I'm very, very hard on myself. I'm kind of like a perfectionist and I always want to just like reach like next levels in my like athletics. So that's why I'm really excited now for college. I feel like that's a big motivation for me. Like that's going to be like there's going to be a lot of opportunities to grow in college. So that's probably one of my biggest motivations.
Cool. Jack.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of like gratification whenever you can hit a goal in running, because it's so rare that you set a PR or win a big race. So I think that kind of adrenaline rush that you get when it finally happens has definitely been enough for me to continue chasing that feeling.
Cool. Cool. So, and we could see on the screen where both of you are going to school. And by your hat, Colin. So Dartmouth all the way, and then obviously Tufts for Jack. Just a quick question here: what event do you guys see yourselves focusing on in track in college? Because that could obviously very well change. Jack, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, so I'm going to be running cross country and track at Tufts, but I'm going to be focusing primarily on the middle distance events. So that would include the 800, the 1000, and maybe like a 4x4 and a mile here and there.
Cool, Colin.
I think I'm definitely gonna be.
10K.
I think I'm definitely gonna be a pure distance guy. Like I'm probably gonna be like a 5K, 10K guy on the track. Like that's what I think is gonna happen. And of course, cross country too.
Cool. All right. So looking at the last couple of questions for these core questions that we've been talking about, what's your favorite thing that you might miss about New Hampshire track and field high school? Colin.
Just like the familiar faces, like among just kids in New Hampshire, and just like there's always just those kids you're always racing with, and even if you're not racing with, you're all like kind of connected, and like it's just like a big kind of community. And I feel like the kids in track and cross country, more than like any other sport, definitely, like just everyone knows each other and like has respect for each other. And I'm excited that I'm still gonna be in New Hampshire. Like I'm gonna be able to like see like some meets like Dartmouth relays or like the state meet. So that's gonna be cool to kind of still have a connection to like New Hampshire like track and field.
What about you, Jack?
Yeah, I agree. The camaraderie that comes along with track and field in New Hampshire, I think it's really great. Like a lot of sports, the rivalries are kind of hostle. Like Winnicott, we have a big rivalry with Exeter, but I've never found our track team like rooting against the Exeter runners, whereas the basketball teams, really go at it. And I think that's a great part about the sport. And I'm really excited next year because I know there are a lot of other New Hampshire track and field guys running in the NESCAC schools. So I'm excited to be able to see them and run against them still.
Cool. All right, this is going to be kind of a lightning round type of thing. And then we'll end with the all-important shout-outs. So you guys ready? One-word answers or a couple-word answers. Are you ready?
Yeah.
They're not prepped for this, people. I'm throwing it at them because the interview's going way long, but it's all awesome. But we're just thinking about the 100 of interviews we have to do. So here we go. Ready? Favorite track facility, Jack?
Phillips Exeter. Indoor and outdoor.
Ooh, UNH outdoor, definitely. Indoor Dartmouth, I guess.
Favorite pre-meet meal, Colin?
Pasta with pesto and like chicken sausage.
Jack?
Raviolis.
Favorite pre-race song, Jack?
The Whole Golden Hour album by Casey Musgraves.
Oh. I listen to a lot of Kanye if I'm trying to get hype, but if I'm trying to like just chill and focus, maybe a little like Mac DeMarco or like Beach House.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Like, obviously, that's a pretty amazing question right now. But if you go anywhere in the world, like let's say in a normal situation, where would you go, Colin?
Japan. I'd definitely go to Japan, like Tokyo or like Kyoto or something.
Jack?
Kind of a typical answer, but I got to go to Venice, Italy to get those good eats.
What would you do if you could not fail, Jack?
I'd buy a couple of lottery tickets.
That's a generic answer, Taylor. Come on.
All right. I'd run for Congress once I turn 25.
Oh, okay. Good. Colin?
I don't even know. I'd have a similar answer, like something with money, like lottery tickets.
I guess that's everybody's answer. All right. Maybe you've thought of this. Let's see if you give us a quick answer. Best advice or quote ever given to you, Colin?
Ozzy, he said once, knowledge is power. That's what he told us freshman year.
Cool. Jack, are you agreeing or you got something in addition?
Yeah, I'll give another Ozzy quote. You've got to go now.
Awesome. All right, guys, shout outs. This is your, oh gosh, we're crossing our fingers. This isn't your last chance, but it seems like it might be. But last set of shout outs you can give. Colin. Jack, it's your turn to go first. Sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. I got to give a huge shout out to my mom for coming to all the meets, supporting me all the time. Also got to give a huge shout out to all the teammates for being great friends and running partners. Colin's been a great training partner for the past 4 years, training partners for life right here. And then also, of course, all the coaches, Coach Saltmarsh, Ozzy, LeMay. They've been great coaches throughout the high school track and field career, and they put a lot of time in.
Colin.
I shout out to my mom as well. She's been to like almost all of my meets. Shout out to my stepdad who takes pictures. He's a big photographer guy at the meets. Shout out to my dad, my brother. Shout out to the team, of course, and all the coaching staff, like anyone who's been involved. Like we've had like coaches switch around, like Coach LeMay, shout out to him. Shout out to especially Coach Ozzy and Coach Saltmarsh. Like they are like the biggest reasons why I've been able to like succeed in this sport. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, guys, once again, congratulations on having phenomenal scholastic careers here in New Hampshire. We are looking forward to seeing what you guys can do in college. Obviously, you're back to being freshmen next year. We might ask for you maybe to give us a little bit of maybe a journal entry of some sort. So I'm sure you'll be happy to do that. Hint, hint.
That'd be cool. Shout out to New Hampshire track and field and New Hampshire cross country. Tim Fox.
Thanks, guys. But little PSA, guys, keep everybody out there. Please keep staying isolated. Let's get through this together. We're going to keep reminding everybody at the end of every interview and just do the best you can with that. And hope everybody stays healthy. So thank you guys very much and good luck in the future.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.